I noticed there was a little story arc in Parenthood. There was a motorcycle crash that you tried to cover up. Your character tried to cover up, and then your wife, who's played by Joy Bryan on the show, finds out and forbids you from riding and tries to take that away from you. And I wondered if that was generated at all from your real life or if it was just a strange coincidence.
It almost is the opposite of my real life. And I have such a fragile ego that's like, I've lost fist fights on Parenthood where I'm like, why is this guy, why am I losing this fight? I would be able to take this guy. And then that motorcycle accident, I'm like, guys, this is why I crashed. I just crashed in a turn. No deer ran out. No one rear-ended me. This is humiliating. I just fell in a turn. It's really funny.
Beef that up a little bit.
Silly things that I will wrestle with in my trailer that mean nothing. But also, my wife is very supportive, thank God, of all the racing I do, and then the motorcycle stuff. She's really supportive of it. I think she feels the way I do, which is, although singing is not a dangerous activity for her, singing is like, it is a part of the DNA. It's what makes her Kristen. There's no separating those two things. And for me to go like, so I need you to not sing now, I just wouldn't do it. And I think she's assessed for me that like I've been riding motorcycles since I was a little kid. It's something I do that's a part of the whole equation that allows me to be ultimately the dad she likes and the husband she likes and all these other things. So she's never tried to, for lack of a better term, take that from me, you know.
Have you ever had any moments on your own where it came up, where you had a close shave on the freeway or something, where you thought, oh God, this is...
I mean, I've been hit twice in LA on motorcycles, but before I knew Kristen. But what did happen, and again, I think this is why she trusts me somewhat, is I try to be pretty objective. So last year I raced in a series, and I was about to leave to drive to Fontana where the race was at, and it was the first time our daughter was sick. She had never gotten a cold yet. So she had a cold, and she woke up and she had like a fever, and she's just really mopey and snuggly and just wanted to cuddle. And so I'm like doing all that, and then I'm thinking like, I gotta get on the road, I gotta get to this race, And I ultimately like handed her to my sister, and like she wanted to just keep cuddling. And then the whole ride there I was like, what does my ego need? 22 trophies? 26? What's the number where I'll feel like, yeah, you did it, good job, you wanted to prove you could do this? And I just felt really, I couldn't believe I was driving away from like my mopey little snuggle buddy. It just, the absurdity of it hit me. And I was like, I'm not gonna do this next year. I'm not gonna race. But it is tricky when you're trying to evaluate what's essential to who I am and what's, you know, what is superfluous and what can I weed out.
Yeah.
All these, say, maybe things I want to do that are reckless or stupid or vain or all these things. Somehow that package got me all this crap. So I ended up with this beautiful daughter and this beautiful wife. Somehow that's all in the mix. Like I think humans, you know, we have a suite of behaviors. So I'm an alcoholic. That blows. But then the upside of being an alcoholic is I'm obsessive and I'll write for 7 days straight in a hotel room. Like I have a good work ethic. Like it's all a part of this one thing, and I just got to try to minimize all the downside and lean into all the upside. But you don't have one without the other, I don't think. You know, you don't just get a grab bag full of awesome characteristics. There has to be a dark side. So it's just, I think in life you're just constantly trying to shrink those bad parts and inflate the good ones.